took Mohbad's life to court. And I'll be sitting inside the court to stand tall and stand firm as the brother, as a fellow countryman, standing to fight and then get the final justice for Mohbad. And that is what is going to happen, trust me. Very shortly it will happen. Mr. Joseph Oluwabamiwo Aloba. I'm going to be speaking my truth to you today, and I'm going to be speaking in clear terms. Because it didn't push me that way. I have to come straight ahead and come for you legally, everything in this justice for Mohbad. I'm a prophet, I'm a strong prophet in the temple of justice. And when I come out to say I'm seeking justice for somebody, I don't care whose horse is God. I'll come for you big time. Me and you go and ask my history. I don't care if I'm fighting the government. I don't care if I'm fighting individuals. I don't care if I'm fighting family members. When I'm fighting and speaking the truth, I go straight and I hit the nail on the head. But that's my cousin very shortly. But trust me, Mohbad is going to get justice, and he will get it the right way. Trust me, I mean every word of it. But I'm going to be expressing myself, my autonomy for you today, and it's quite unfortunate that this unnecessary division has cost the young boy to continue to be in the mortuary, and it has cost him the justice. But the justice that Mohbad is being denied. Once the government will deny Mohbad injustice, and we all know. But they are willing and ready to give him justice. Mohbad is going to get justice very shortly. No follow up, brother. If morning, anybody from Abuja and Lowoy, if you turn it on Baba Karate, but when Mohbad don't need justice, it's really cool. Can she share by get dano or what a day? I play all along. I'm only live on TikTok. Mora Anugu Ayami, welcome on board. Thank you so much. First and foremost, I need to just apologize for my absence in the last few days. After I've been able to speak directly to the president of Nigeria via my broadcast video, and the message was loud and clear, and it got to where it should get to. Certainly, I want Kokowa. Strategies are very important in whatever you're doing, and of course, I've always said this: end game in everything you're doing is quite important. Now that I've been able to call out the president openly, and I've made mention of the letter written to the president, and that he had already assented to the letter since May 2025, and the preliminary investigation by the FCID was done by June. And I think it was at that point they began to call those people that are interested, that are needed. And one thing led to another. They refused not to call me. And they were trying to, I don't know what they did, until God made it open. The spirit of Mohbad, who was also not sleeping, we got to know that, the president have already assented to the petition, and it has been minuted too. It was not even minuted. They actually put up a serious presidential directive from the office of the president that these are the clear terms and demand of the president, that case should be harmonized and prosecuted. Of course, in that particular instance, Kosibushiferi case of Paul Rishishi, and to activate that kind of a case, they will need the complainant first and foremost to write a statement, and of course the complainant will have to guide the investigators on what they need to know more. to add to what they have on ground. And that was what you all saw the other time. And it's already active. Some suspects are already, they were in custody. And as a human rights organization, what is so clearly, there is no way I would object to anybody being granted bail. Bail is fundamental human rights. See, a lot of accuse you, and they are trying to investigate you. If they know that they've not concluded their investigation, two things must be done. It's either they grant you administrative bail. If they realize that if you get bail, you're not going to be messing up with their case, it is your fundamental human right that they should grant you bail, administrative bail, to reliable surety. And that person must know that any attempt not to provide the suspect anytime to need it, after granting bail, that surety is already in soup. The second one is to get an extension. The extension is, okay, we have not concluded our investigation, our findings, so we're not ready to go to court. And we don't want to release this person. The law permits that the police should quickly go to court and seek an injunction to extend. We want to hold this person for another 7 days, another 14 days, another 21 days. But you have to be very sure. One thing about the law is that the day you have to be very sure as expert within this period of time, we should be able to come out with whatever we want to get as evidence or whatever it is. So you have to be sure about the day you want to request from the judge. Because if the judge gives the order the first time, on most occasions, the judge always finds it very difficult, reluctant to approve the second time, except there is something very convincing. Oh man, nira fún adájọ́ láti sọ pé fẹ́ fún ẹni ń béèrè àmọ́ ẹni kí ká fún yín ní àyè láti dìímú for a longer period of time. For that reason, tó bá ti fún ẹni yẹn lálàkọ́kọ́ pé okay, ẹ fẹ́ dìímú fún 14 days. Are you sure the 14 days will be enough? Because if I give this approval, whatever it is that you want to do under the law, you must ensure you finish up under 14 days. Tomorrow go 14 days, they will carry you 21 days, but they will never give you more than 21 days. And in that respect, some of these suspects, had that legal framework put in place. The extension was, obtained to hold them while the investigation is still continuing. And one of the key impediments, anyway, these people, they are scattered around. Some of them, they've run away. Some of them, they are not in their houses, known address. And we are at a stage that none of the suspects will be handed over, hand over invitation. Okay, back, come and take, because they don't know where they live. And I understand the investigation is ongoing. Case Mohbad to stop. The directive of the president is still standing on Mohbad's case. As soon as they finish the investigation, pick up all the suspects, get everything they want to get, the case will, of course, go to court. But we know what is obtainable. Some of these suspects and their family and their whatever it is, I don't know what they are doing behind. But I'm going to be appealing to any human rights organization, and if and where possible, because if it were Kati Rubai, particularly those that are blindly tilting towards the father of Mohbad. Maybe Monty Baba hide. Monty, because we will need one person more to be in custody. Link you more, whoever he wants to link it up. Whoever is been making attempts to ensure case this or donate on. Let's be honest with ourselves. Mr. Joseph Aloba. Let's start with King White. You were traveling from one TV station and radio station here and there. That's King White, Ibrahim Koleosho, also known as King White, is being the one preventing you from seeing your son or from your son coming to you. That means he has done something terrible, because you said ever since you lost Mohbad. But you have not been able to come out in clear terms to tell the whole world. Why was Adura running away from you? Kill Adura and Safwin. Why, of all the places, why justice for Mohbad? Ati Corona ten Lonio, Ati court ten with the blessing not routine. And those with you fail to ask that very important question. But at the end of the day, we were able to arrest and then prosecute Damilare Koleosho, otherwise known as King White. You were still not happy and satisfied. The complaint on the TV station. Then complaint from telling the critical thinkers. They were not honest enough to tell you that this is an opportunity to join Break the Silence Foundation and write your own petition, Kobalo, so that they can be able to prosecute you along. Whatever it is a complaint. Why he has been shielding your son when you gave him no such job. Fine, Adura might be an adult. But that doesn't mean if anybody commits crime towards us. But Mohbad didn't see an adult in it. And careful now. So if you can fight for Mohbad, why can't you fight for Adura? If what you assume King White is doing with your son is illegal, it's not making you happy, and it's giving you a serious concern, what if he is actually there? Láti máa tell Adura kó máa gàgé kó máa lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu ẹ̀. Kí ni essence tẹ́ fi ń fẹjọ́ King White sùn? So the moment he was arrested, when you got to the same zone too, you never even mentioned it. You didn't make any attempt. Here by the side. I'm ashamed, it's quite sad, but I'm not going to be expecting any other behavior from all of them. But if there is anything I'm also equally fighting for, and I will get to know very shortly. Those that wanted to take my life the first time I left Nigeria, cause of Mohbad, I'll get to all of you responsible. Those involved. If I don't get all of you, I'm not going to be quiet, and I won't even rest. Even keep Mohbad the justice. Certainly, I will get to the root of that. Because I know. And I will get. And we will get. Because we are getting closer. We are closing down on all of you. If there's one of those things I would love to bring out is those that made an attempt, whoever gave the order, and they should go and eliminate me that time. I won't even rest. That angle, I need my justice on that area. But Nigerians, it's quite unfortunate. Tí bàbá ìbá tiẹ̀ sọ pé carpenter lòun, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé àwọn kan ló bí Mohbad. They are trying to set up unnecessary competition with Yomi Fabiyi and Break the Silence Foundation. Ká gbà pé anybody sọ pé kò sí òótọ́ ńbẹ̀. Presidency ò ṣe kankan. Wọ́n kí la fẹ́ sọ ń pa ẹ̀yìn bàbá Mohbad. I've been to the FCID severally. I get on the how can you claim you are in Abuja? Gracie, you are such a disgrace to humanity. If you and Baba Mohbad walk straight into the FCID homicide department and ask for the audience of a CP, that there is a directive from the presidency and that is it's not that is often, but ẹ jẹ́ ká zoom pé ẹ don't pretend bàbá yẹn kó tó máa sọ pé òun ò kàwé carpenter lòun, which is absolute lie. Òyìnbó yẹn ni ò kọ òyìnbó bàbá yẹn nìkan ló ń fògànà. He knows and understands everything. So gbogbo pé ó sùn sí títì for 4 days, and I was mentioning that there is a directive from the presidency. Bí gbà tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ̀ fẹ́ máa deny Mohbad injustice ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ ń ṣe inú méjì tẹ́ ń ṣojú ṣáájú as members of the public, that when the president of a country intervene for you, you cannot turn your back against the president when he's trying to take your side like this and then expect when the governor said you all know what you all are doing. You were nailing the governor of Lagos State at every point in time because of that statement. Now when the president now intervened, and you come out surrounding the Jagbawa a rubbish intervention of a president, expecting the president to leave his office and be running after and chasing after Adura Damola Omigo Boy. It's quite a shame. So I'm speaking to you, Baba Mohbad. That's for the fact that you know the truth. You pretend you don't know. Now that you are in Abuja in the last 4-5 days, you find it very difficult to notify. You find it very difficult to notify Barakete that there is a directive from the office of the president that Mohbad's case should be revisited, and that everybody found wanting should be prosecuted, and that is a no going back. There will be a way. The convener of Barakete would have taken the case. Everybody would have been enjoying one voice. How would the man look at it and say, so you knew there was an order from the president, and they already began investigation? Qu'il l'a fait quand je tout quoi dire à toi ici. Elle m'a fait pas. Elle m'a fait that it's la mula bujao. And I'm going to warn you, or any police officer, whether it's the IG, whether it's the whatever it is, they should not give you audience, and they should not make any attempt to pervert the way of justice that is already set in motion. Justice for Mohbad has been signed, sealed. It's only needing delivery. I want to one case. I want to arrest. They can be deceiving whoever they want to deceive. Because we are not going to be stopping. And it's still because you all are making it look like it's just yomi fabiyi alone on this matter. I'm not alone on this matter. Everybody so thorough now. 2 years left in drag ya omo yin ko wa she DNA. How long left in drag her? She must be able to attend police station and she must be drilled. Ko je boko demo fe mi no. O sapa bi eyin. O sori bi ori no. O ko si ohun ti o se. Bó ṣe ń gbé wá gbogbo náà mi náà dá padà fún ní bàbá wọn. But at the end of the day, ṣé kò padà attend ìsọlọ́pàá. So the question you ask yourself is this: if for 2 years you couldn't get her to do DNA, and as a human rights organization as myself, I was able to drag her before the police that she should be questioned. She very infra ilẹ̀ sọ kókò mú doctor's report ilẹ̀. Láti jọ́ tẹ̀tí ń pariwo 2 years, màá lọ́lọ́pàá kan gbé lọ. Kò wọnú ordinary car park police station based on your efforts. àti wọ́n gbé WhatsApp jáde o àti pé wọ́n gbé WhatsApp jáde o bó eré ọmọdé lẹ pé you and I know the role Zomo played lè sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà ń sìn ọlọ́pàá ò ti sọ fún yín sọ pé role tí Zomo play and why they are needing him lè sọ pé mọ̀ but you and Bukky Jesse came out in the middle of the night to defend the same Zomo. It's a shame. Les matins, on entend là. On touche fa gbogbo doti. Ti lo yin fi le chan lára mi ni pé I heeded the call and the voice of humanity. Mi rò pé kò sí funding. Mi rò pé ogun ńlá ni mo fẹ́ lọ jà that this is a project that will require a whole lot of fund. I just went into it because I believe in the temple of justice. Most of our ọlọ́pàá tí ó lè fún Mohbad justice autological was because of the role you are playing. You have to, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Your daughter threw fetish substance. Oh no, ju ogun sunu sáré ọmọ yín. Ta ló fún blessing ní tó jù síbẹ̀. If a country is demanding justice for Mohbad, if the Nigerian public is demanding justice for Mohbad, only a foolish government that is certain to doom will rubbish the government and rub injustice to their face. But a government that believes in the power of the public will understand that it's very important to do the right thing. So it's quite unfortunate though. But you must have it at the back of your mind. Mohbad is going to get justice. My returning back to Nigeria now is not because it's the final and the final. It's the finished. That's the onslaught, last onslaught. But I will take my time. While the president is already intervened, the right people in the international community, it is time for me to start now using my powers to draw their attention, to bring them into this matter. Because I realize we and protect interest around no casing. And share your coin, she made she meta. So it's time for us to also utilize that. And it's quite sad. It's quite sad. Okay, now. Ṣé bàbá ìfẹ́ sọ pé òun ò gbọ́ pé spending Damola, Wunmi, they've been invited to Abuja. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ilẹ̀ sọ pé ọlọ́pàá ò ṣe nǹkan kan. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ sọ pé police are not doing anything. And these people, they were detained. Èyí tó lò tó kéré jù, tó lò 2-3 days níbẹ̀. Before the Wunmi was granted bail, you don't know now. But because I have no business coming to shame anybody with bail or no bail, that's not where I'm going. I'm a human rights ambassador. I must uphold that tent. That part I must hold it. So all those people that are needed, that are already complicit, it's not about just stage it. Case in De La Buja is not a case that they are starting from beginning. Want to more, want to iku Mohbad. They know those that are complicit. They know who they are trying to investigate and bring to justice. So that's a bit of easy. There's no two ways about it. The rest of the suspects needed. The right thing will be done very shortly. Apart from the fact that do you understand? Which is the IPO that we've already complained against. That is the SP Jokegi. We have requested that we don't want to engage with her again. We've lost trust in her. And we've already filed criminal complaints against her. That is the same person. On a major one, if you penetrate the case here, they are trying to penetrate the case through our underground. Or call law to one job. On my IG, no, on low IG, once you boy. All those ones very shortly. Because it's being dealt with as we speak, and we're not going to be backing down. So our legal team, even one more, they can't even know the full identity of our own. Don't worry as lawyers and see. Because they are unsure enough. I have told them, no, don't worry. I'm not going to be dealing with them again. They should be dealing with the legal team. So our lawyers are now on top of it. And more volunteers are coming in. Top, they are already coming in. They are volunteering. Because the president might trust in some people, but some people are his enemy. They are his enemies. But if you ask me, the police and the FCID, the real decision makers, they are honestly pursuing the cause of justice. Though, some other people are making attempts, including members of the family of Mohbad, that they should rubbish the directive of a president. He told the Isheshi. He told the words to the they will only buy time. And if we do not stop speaking, why you crew? To about this stage, when the National Security Advisor realized that it's like, Mr. President, the people on top of this case are already compromised. One way or the other, they will find a means to, it might take a little delay. If they notice that, they will replace them and find people that will pursue the case and deliver the justice. It is non-negotiable at this we speak. It's just that the government is still looking like our the time based on the report. But even but I can tell you guys, there will be limits to what I'll be discussing now. Even if you don't hear from me, the police will find the rest of the suspects and they will bring them to book. They will bring them to book. Alright, no, the nurse is not a person of interest. Nurse, because it was told the nurse here, Sakama Jane. This is just an intro. I'm still going to hit it hard. Let's go on a musical break when I come back. You will not understand that it is now crucial that those people within the house, those that were around the time Mohbad was murdered, they would have to pay by explaining what truly happened. I'm being careful because and I want us to understand that at this stage, that way, coming to give updates when it is not already fully mature, it's not going to be helping as we speak now. And don't forget, some people are still blindly thinking, coming up with the same, Baba kan lomo eku, iya kan lomo eku, kini kan, gbogbo yen, jibiti ni gbogbo e. They are only trying to gaslight you guys and make you look stupid in a serious case like this. Any police officer that really wants to deliver justice for Mohbad by now should distance themselves from Ati Baba Mohbad, Ati Ya Mohbad, and see them as, you know what, even if possible as suspect as we speak now, until the complete investigation exonerates anybody. Any human rights organization, any activist trying to tilt towards any member of the family, when truly Untok Pa Mohbad happened on the 11th around 4 a.m. Mohbad didn't die on the 12th. Ugbuenu ni mo sọ. Ugbuenu ni mo fi sọ. He did not die on the 12th. Yes, people that are either responsible, people that are covering up for those responsible, yes, they might be close to the government in Lagos and at the federal. Yes, Kosirombe. Kosirombe. And while this thing is going on, they will also be making attempts to find a way to say, yes, our will must be done. But not at the expense of the country, not at the expense of the image and reputation of the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Most of their targets, targets by the video booking here. With the way I'm seeing it, they don't even want the next governor to come through the ruling party, the governor of Lagos State. They don't care. They want to hurt from the base. Along with the if you now look at the old trajectory now, they want to use his own base, people he thought he trusted, or those that he has given semblance of life, leadership. Keep about alone white justice for me. Kote get a dislike yomi fabiyi. Do you want to deceive yourself? We are buying your money. Want to spending? One more damola. One more woman. Whether she turned herself in or she was arrested, she's already undergoing investigation on what murdered Mohbad. It's not that they said, oh, you are at then it was a statement that it's free, my love. You're no longer needed. If anybody is deceiving, it's a lie. All of them are on serious bail condition. And they know. So, we are just going to be appealing. Is to find one or two police officers that can make decision in this matter, that can help them to disgrace and rubbish the office of the presidency. That's the only thing they are doing now. the only thing ton ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ báyìí àti lára àwọn tó súnmọ́ president o àti àwọn ọba yẹn ni o àti senior advocate ni o is to see who are in the police force, police headquarters that can listen to them, do whatever they want, and rubbish the order of the presidency on this justice for Mohbad. I must give kudos to the National Security Advisor, Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellency, sir. To the best of my knowledge, you have a loyal ally in the NSA. Alhaji Oniro Rebadu is loyal to your government. And he has got some brilliant officers that they are also trying to do their best to ensure that Mohbad gets justice and the truth is established in this matter and it does not affect you. But please look inward. There are some people still believing or acting like they are bigger than you and bigger than your government. Please look inwards. Speak to your National Security Advisor to tell you the truth. Who are obstructing that justice? Who are waiting for that particular Mohbad matter to destroy your government? I want to believe we'll be able to tell you quickly and then you take the right action. I don't know why they are making it so difficult. If the Inspector General of Police, láti May, títí wọ November, he cannot tell us why it's difficult for him to have arrested Adura and Darusha. Ṣé wọ́n gbé wọn lọ sí Office of a National Cyber Crime Center and the Special Advisor, National Security Advisor, will enable phone forensic. Yes, and DJ Bami. So, the most important thing is that justice for Mohbad is non-negotiable. It's sacrosanct and it's germane. And with the entire body language of Baba Mohbad, he is not in any way happy or supporting that the case is being revisited. That is why, in spite of information available to him that these suspects have been arrested and they are already undergoing serious interrogation in Abuja, he doesn't want anybody to know. He's playing as if, oh, I am the one that is making them to do this, but let me come and warn you, Nisha. Tó wà lẹ́yìn ọ̀fà ojú ìjẹ́ lọ with the case he did Roy. The whole nonsense that you did in Lagos in Zone 2, it can't repeat itself in Abuja. You will only try. Era Sawunu. Gbogbo àwọn ogun tẹ́lẹ̀ fi ń lérí, àwọn kan máa ṣìgbà kan, àwọn kan máa ṣàwó kan. Lọ gbogbo àwọn tó lérí sírò àwa ni. Gbogbo ìtẹ́yìn sọ pé lẹ́yìn justice for Mohbad fi kíní kan kó yẹn. Ẹ tó fura kó má jẹun tó máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Òun lẹ́ fi style fẹ́nu ara yín pé yẹn because ń tẹ́ ń lé ò jẹ́ kẹ́ understand pé kò ṣe gbogbo yàn léyàn lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú sí. Ìgbà tí ìyá Mohbad ní kọ́ everybody, aṣẹ́ ni. nígbà tí King White tó ní òun kò ní bàjẹ́ Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Badmus Ògún ó ní gbogbo àwọn káwọn lọ ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n 2 years 3 years fọ́nà àdúrà ṣé ó ti ń jọ́bọ̀ àbí kò máa jọ́bọ̀ fúra ni it's quite a shame though Wùmí ti sọ ọ ní tá bá mọ orí èèyàn tẹ́ jẹ́ tá bá mọ ohun tẹ́ ṣe ni only the entire nation will stone you to death. And she went on. I have it here.
Disconnected. Connected.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm seeking justice and I'm just pursuing the truth. Baba, I know what you did when I gave you information about the neighbor. That is one of the dirtiest agents that was used. And it's quite a shame when I was speaking my truth then. You were intelligent and wise. You obstructed, you did all you can to ensure that you suppress that voice of truth then. When you baba any more phone number neighbor Mubad. That Gracie, whatever role you are playing, trust me, you follow Babura. Emi o no koru komile. Hey, do you really understand? You guys don't know nothing. Money, I gave Baba the number of that young lady, Tungbenu Estate Mubad, a kg of a lady. And I said, I gave this Baba the coordinates, everything. And I told him, hey, in economy song, to lift the CCTV. And the lady was threatened. Dibon. Hey, Roro Sossi. And I was also asked not to protest. On the day of a protest, I saw your body language too. But I was still gathering my information. I need to know who and who. And then, when we made that call, she didn't say, Baba Shefek Pamini, Baba Shefek Paromo Mini. We never said, Baba Shefek Paromo Mini. She accused you directly. That, see, Nkomba Shomo, to she young, Efek Palmo, Beshi Palmoti. It's quite unfortunate that this old justice stand of Mobadi was turned to a social media quest for justice. And there are too many, people trying to like, we know the right, we know this, we know how it's, it's quite funny. When I came out to say, but when I was threatened, few days to the protest we had in Ikorodu, I was already on standby. Justice for Mohbad. I wasn't interested in long thing. Because everything, anybody don't love it. It's not that the people I met on TikTok were already speaking with a neighbor of Mohbad. They were already making effort to leave the CCTV, and I went to hijack it. I came, and it came out so plain and direct. I never knew discussing that with you is the biggest mistake I would have made in this course of justice. And at the end of the day, the Baba denied that I didn't send number. I only sent the number of any police officer. As at that time, me, Tibere, symbol of power. I was just laughing. And when I took to my heels, they were making an attempt on my life. They were going to kill me. I moved. Láti ìgbà yẹn, tí mo ti send the number pé wọ́n threaten gan yẹn. Di bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá yóò gbé aago sọ pé ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà o. Ṣé kò sí nǹkan ẹ wà careful. Let's put aside Mohbad's neighbor, the KG of a girl. Kintet will put her aside. When Damola was arrested by the I saw your body language. I saw everything you did. You are also warning me not to speak on social media. With one Aye Pareti and that Tony lawyer. Social media. And then when we stepped outside, I said, let me even tell this man what Fabiyi was doing. Sir, I don't know what is going on with you. I don't know what is going on with your phone. That's why I choose not to call you. When your brother Fabiyi, your power of attorney, made an attempt to obstruct justice, that's the same lady he just won't threaten. The motu she mistake. Because people were saying I should release everything to Fabiyi. If not tell you already. But I'm blame around now. And then it will send the spam me. And I told Baba, this is what your brother did. And I've already instituted civil and criminal proceedings against him. At one shade. The only thing this Baba said was, what's up paying phone on the wrong address? And I opened my phone. When I was shouting at a bro, when Egbele Mohbad ni ẹni tí mo snap wájú lé fún àbúrò yín, ṣé rí pé mo snap wájú lé onítọ̀hún ni. So báwo ni mo ṣe fẹ́ fún wọn ní wrong address? Nígbà tó yẹ pé picture bí tán lọ, address number lé onítọ̀hún bó ṣe rí gàdàgbà, ó ní mo snap yìí. How will I give him the wrong address of Mohbad's street when the first time tí mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ lọ sádùúgbò ọmọ yín, Fabiyi ló kọ́kọ́ send it to me? I said, what is going on? And then, but di jokeji, si joketa, that lady, if you all forgot, she came out. And then she started with Kini Contemi platform, a decoy. They were all collaborating then. I will charge Yomi Fabiyi to court. I will do this. And that was because the documentary evidence needed a reliable witness. And it will install CCTV no low install CCTV Mubad. And the lower in charge of the central CCTV of the estate. I don't want to talk in that area. If I look at the end of the day, Baba is the most suffering. I told this Baba, and then that KG neighbor Mubadi, she turned her back against me. This is the same lady to Baolok Alaye inu ile lo ti statement. She spoke to my lawyer, and we're going to be filing civil suit against Famuyiwa and the younger brother. That is what some people talk claim about justice for Togbe party. Because I want in my face, to my bearing, because I'm on the front line. Oh, you have to send it to our social media because you might not see. Because they will be coming up with sweet talk. I will see people that are truly obstructing justice. Because I mean, it's justice from bad. The only thing, if I don't have the resources. But when I have the resources, I move. I don't care whose us is God. If you can be telling he's only on the field. You have to wait for whatever he sees as a report. Far away. You will rely on the report of your own person to first-hand information. And that one came true. The same thing as Angu Abayeni. They messed it up. Now, the Baba is now claiming to be in Abuja now. He has a platform. A big platform like that of Berekete TV. Berekete radio station. What stops the Baba to say, now that the presidency have intervened, I want you to use your platform to beckon on the police officers at the FCID not to betray the temple of justice and make demand. They should run a phone forensic on Wumi. They should run phone forensic on Adura, on Darosha. He pretended at Aredo, the presidency and the police headquarters in Abuja are already working on the case. The question is this. Why is he going to the public at this stage? Laduru suspect not in lobby. Laduru be down by investigation day and be acting as if nothing is being done by the police. And be acting as if the leadership in this country did not even pay attention to Mohbad's case. So that they will look so tired. This man, and you here, Mori. And that is why I'm going to be appealing to the leadership of this country, the police in Abuja, first headquarters. Please ignore this man for the time being. Let the truth be established. If he is complicit as well, it's time for everybody that have a hand in what happened to Mohbad to pay for the crime committed. It's time. And the Nigerian public will stand by Mohbad till the last. One more is burying Mohbad is a serious spiritual wahala fún gbà. Gbogbo ẹni tó ju nǹkan sínú kòtò yẹn mo fọlọ́ bàbúrà kò sí tó máa yè. Tó bá sin Mohbad yẹn, àfi tó bá lọ sin lẹ́yìn gbogbo wa, tó wá padà ṣe àwọn serious dápadà ètùtù. Ọ̀tẹ́ mi wọ́n bá gbé kán sin openly. Come on, and seen àwọn ibì kan tó ẹgbọ́n ti lè lọ rí nǹkan bọ̀. Kọ́ lọ tó bá fẹ́ sin Mohbad, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe òótọ́, kọ́ fún public láyè kọ́ lọ sanwó lẹ̀ sí Ebony Vault. Kọ́ lọ sí Mohbad sí Ebony Vault. Kọ́ sanwó lẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Kò ní sáyé àti ṣe gbogbo pátákópa àwọn kurube yẹn. There won't be time for that. Oh, they listen low. But ask yourself, loathe or hate me, like or fancy me, the fact remains that effort has been made already. The case is already active in Abuja. It's the order of the The order is standard. Fine, there will be some political, there will be fighting because a lot of interests are involved. But I want to involved with no case here. See, none of them is up to 10% of the president. See, Thomas of Ashiwaju pé mbolo fẹ́ gbà níbi tọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dé dúró. Kò sí tó máa sọ pé àwọn o tó bá sí àwọn aṣíwájú òní rí second term. But it's very important that as we speak, the intelligent community, they need to look into it. In your local, if you are running for your life, and these countries can say, if they want to kill you in your country, we can help you. If the reason why they want to take your life is Jamaica, we can help you. It's the same way they will look into if anybody is murdered unnecessarily and it àti CCTV gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa jáde. As we speak now, even if the Damola is like, no, that one here, if he's coming out to say, yes, I deleted the video, you think the president of Nigeria is too small to say, okay, even if it is a 3 seconds video, not blood, I want to see it. Do you think the president of Nigeria is too small to retrieve the full video connecting to that? We have to start speaking and calling out the president. We need to know whether he's truly in charge. Is the president of Nigeria too small to retrieve the full video in question? Hey, the video lot of Damola. It's not even called record video. And it doesn't, his own iCloud cannot bring back the video. We know certainly it is Adura's iCloud that will recover the video. That's why the fact that as we speak now, they want to charge them for concealment of evidence. I said no. Fine, they're going to be charging them for murder, concealment, but the evidence must still come out. Charging them for murder, concealment of evidence is still going to make it look like our only opportunity offered the officers. If the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, will find it very difficult last May to November to retrieve the video in the phone Adura, then why do we have an IG? Is that an IG? Is that kind of Inspector General of Police loyal to the president and to the presidency that gave the directive? We have to speak true to ourselves. Who is in charge of this country? Who is in charge? Is the president truly in charge? You know, you look at why so many leaders fail. They fail because they trust the wrong people to be in their own circle. And that's why I'm going to be speaking to the conscience of the Inspector General of Police. You're a Nigerian, you're a father. If as the Inspector General of Police, since May till now, to arrest Adura and Darosha and Zomo, and then you retrieve the full video and prosecute, then there is nobody that is secured in that country under this administration. And you are part of the response. You are responsible for part of that insecurity if this is what everybody will be facing. Because it's very simple and direct. I cannot even understand why, as an Inspector General of Police, some things are very shameful, to be honest. Makes the entire citizenry look like is there hope of justice and security. Are you truly loyal to the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces? Inspector General of Police. If you are, let us see. You know certainly that particular video, the incidents, will hurt the image of this country, will hurt the image of the Nigerian police force, will hurt the image of the president. If the video if the video comes out, am I going to be standing by the same president, or I will stand by justice? You know, there is no way that kind of video comes out that I will stand and say, the people will react. So if you are the Inspector General of Police, last May, this directive is not as a matter of they know what happened to Mobado. You all know what happened to Mobado. The only thing you need is somebody to say, yes, this is the person that did it. You all know that the CCTV inside Mobado's house was active as at the time his life was taken. So it's important for me to ask you, the Inspector General of Police, where does your loyalty stand? To the president or to these people that are shielding? The key suspect and murderer or murderers of Ilerelua, Promise Aloba. It's quite unfortunate. Eddie Erano ni Mubado. Eddie Erano.
Badman, white up on Mubado. We got to know. We want to know.
One jáde lágo mẹ́ta ọ̀rọ̀. One nurse, one pharmacist. 11th of September. As at 3 a.m. Mohbad was already in a precarious situation. And they were looking for a nurse or a pharmacist to come and treat him in the middle of the night. Nearly Inspector General of Police, make it make sense. The suspect now is under your investigation, at least directly in Abuja now. We are waiting, we want to see what will be the outcome. You have to do fast, enlarge Shikiakia, and get the rest of them. And deliver justice for Mohbad. Because we're not going to keep asking and demanding this justice. The facts in Mohbad's case are too glaring. But, Lakpa Kono, we're not going to be opening our eyes. That you all would prefer that that incident should destroy the reputation of the president. Should destroy the reputation of the Nigerian police. It doesn't belong to you. You have served, you have done your bit, and very soon you're going to be leaving. It means that that institution will be left with Nigerians. So we must not keep quiet and allow anybody who occupy any position to destroy it. It's quite a shame that the public allow themselves to be divided for no just cause. It means a reason for any division. It's quite a shame. It's quite a shame.
So we don't forget. We still ask questions. We still ask questions.
More from the presidency in terms of the security of every soul in this country. We know you're trying, Your Excellency. But people want semblance of security in this country, and we want you to do more. You've done well. Congratulations that the people that were, abducted in Kwara, they've been returned and reunited with their family members. But we all have a role to play in the security of this country. We're calling on the conscience and consciousness of every stakeholder. Let's do our best to support this government to ensure that every place and everywhere is secured. And we're so happy that those people were reunited and they are back. And I personally sympathize with those that lost their lives and their families. But of course, security is the right of every citizen of this country. And we are good to demand. It's okay to demand and ask that we should be secured. So, Mr. President, we want you to do more. But so I'm going to be calling on those that are on top of this matter. I don't know what you guys are waiting for in this Mohbad case. Maybe you are waiting so that those that are trying to use the video to destabilize the country, tarnish the image of the police, put the lives of innocent police officers to risk. And these police officers, they are not part of the decision to use police to cover up Mohbad's murder. But if it turns out that this thing is out there, when everybody least expects, these innocent police officers will have to bear the brunt. Innocent Nigerians will bear the brunt. And it's quite important that I don't know who are interested in seeing that how that will affect the one that thing to happen. Because it cost the Inspector General of Police nothing to fish out Adura, fish out Darusha, fish out the Jebami, fish out Zomo, and then we are coasting to victory. The Nigerian police, you are doing well, but please double up. The Inspector General of Police, you don't tell us those ones are difficult for him to get them anywhere they are in the world. It's not that difficult. So we are waiting. So Nigerians, like I said, before I return back to Nigeria, our legal team, they're on top of it. And these lawyers, and I want to mention the other, where they belong to, the organization they belong to. They are working close with the police in Abuja, and it will be safe not to be coming to give, minute by minute updates. It's going to be affecting the investigation. So even if you see me come out and didn't say anything about it, it's a reasonable strategy at this stage to be quiet and allow. But I'm not going to be silent. But I'm going to be appealing to anybody. If truly you care for justice and you want justice from Mohbad, it is time. If I want to, I'm telling you my honest truth. It's quite a shame that they didn't allow the truth to be established lately. Go straight. Everybody would have listened to the voice of reasoning and said, yes, I think it's time we put this Baba behind. Take the back seat. They know who and who they are protecting. It will turn out to be that the public was never wrong. Whoever gave that Zomo, or whoever it is, I don't know who, whatever, they know what happened, but it's important that the person that confessed. Oga Charles, I come. Oga Charles, give me a few minutes.